Did you know that in 2017, 159 people were killed in mass shootings? In that same year, there was 10,874 alcohol-impaired crash deaths. That's a 10,715 people difference. Have you ever wondered why mass media only gives us snippets of information and not the full picture of reality? Often enough, we hear out of context data and statistics that lead us as viewers to feel down, unsure, unstable, scared, or even depressed. And it's just getting worse and worse day by day. No matter where we go, what we watch or listen to, there's always the breaking news, giving us usually the least desired news. It's bad, bad, and more of bad. Once we're handed this bad or negative news, it is in our possession to deal with. Forgetting it won't work, simply because the next day, week, or month, we'll hear about it again, and again. We'll be forced to accept it as a fact. If we don't deal with it, we'll be hurting our emotions, overall well-being, and everything else. Question is, how do we deal with this not so exciting news? It's real simple. Anyone could do this and make a difference. Question what you hear. Do your basic homework on topics that bother you. Research. Use internet, tables, charts, full statistics, proportions, and more. Sounds hard? Yet it is not. We spend a lot of time on our phones doing something. 5 minutes towards research is priceless. You'll feel 10 feet tall, bulletproof, and unsinkable. Well, not really. You get the point. For example, let's use mass shootings in the US from year 2009 through 2017 and see how that stacks up against DUI deaths on the road. I must say that losing a human life is a horrible, horrible event. However, lots of these deaths could have been prevented if we would do a little homework and compare what we're told by the mass media against other numbers and statistics, simply reality. Most of the time, the results of that research would open up other unmentioned data, and that conclusion would be forcing you to speak out and do the right thing. Let's look at deaths and injuries in mass shootings year by year, from 2009 to 2017. The gray color represents killed people, and then the lighter color represents injured people. So from 2009 to 2016, what we're seeing is the charts, our numbers are under 200 year by year. The only time it goes way over is in 2017, where Las Vegas shooting happened, and that contributed a lot to these numbers. We are bombarded by the media about mass shootings and gun control, and yet not much we hear about deaths caused by drunk driving. I'm not siding with one or the other side, just using this as an example. Basically, I'd like to show you what we are told and what reality is, more often than not, do not stack up. Now let's look at alcohol-impaired crash fatalities from year 2009 to 2017. This information was found at Insurance Information Institute, basically www.iii.org. Year 2009, there was 10,759 crash deaths. 2010, there was 10,136 crash deaths. 2011, there was 9,865 crash deaths. 2012, there was 10,336 crash deaths. 2013, there was 10,110 crash deaths. 2014, there's 9,943 crash deaths. And 2015, there's 10,320 crash deaths. 2016, there was 10,996 crash deaths. And 2017, there's 10,874 crash deaths. And all these numbers are there because of alcohol has been involved on the roads. Now let's go a step further and mash DUI numbers to mass shooting numbers and see what we get out of that. Blue represents mass shooting numbers and green represents DUI numbers. I don't know about others, but this really opened up my eyes. The media talks about mass shootings, and yes, they are horrible thing. It is a horrible thing. Losing lives is not, it's horrible. However, uh, looking at the real numbers, what we should be really focusing on is these green big towers that lives are claimed yearly. So looking at the graphs, there is overall average every year since 2009 all the way to 2017, there is more than 9,000 lives claimed from drunk driving car crash accidents compared to mass shootings. So really, we have a higher chance of being hit by a drunk driver than being involved somewhere in a mass shooting, period. The question is, why does the media feed their viewers skewed, unproportional statistics that are ripped out of reality context? And that would be a good question for you to find out. Remember to question more.